Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the George Benson football channel for 6 things that we learned from Djurgården 1, Chelsea 4 in the Conference League semi-final first leg. It's job done for Chelsea. This was about as simple of a semi-final victory as you're ever going to find. Enzo Maresca even made 4 substitutions at halftime so that we could get some nice photos with our new sponsor. And I'm not going to lie to you, Damak, it looks quite nice on the front of the shirts. I'm not going to lie. Chelsea today is professional. And look, the match itself, right, it could have easily been, I think 6-3 would have been a fair scoreline. 6-4 to Chelsea. There were lots of opportunities in this game. We're going to break it down today. 6 things we learned. Before we go any further, though, I want to ask you guys to smack a like on this video because the big news of the day is that Nottingham Forest have been beaten 2-0 at home to Brentford. So whilst we're watching Chelsea score 4 goals in Sweden and basically make it to a European final, I know it's a Conference League, but the big story is this. Nottingham Forest 0, Brentford 2. Johan Wissa and Kevin Schade with the goals for Brentford. This is massive because Chelsea go into this weekend now in 5th place in the Premier League table. We're ahead of Forest with the same matches played. I am delighted about that. Subscribe to the channel too if you are new. Let's take a little gander, shall we, at the Chelsea starting 11. It's a 4-2-3-1. Philip Jorgensen in goal as expected. Josh at Champong, Tosin, Badiashile, Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez and Reece James in the pivot. Madueke, Kin and Dewsbury Hall in the 10. Jadon Sancho with Tyreek George playing as the striker. First of all, wasn't the best game from Tyreek George. Didn't really get involved too much. Dewsbury Hall, I was speaking about him in the build-up on the live stream saying he's actually been playing pretty well in the Conference League, but I thought he was bang average again tonight. Sancho gets the first goal. Noni Madueke gets the second. Enzo Fernandez, 45 minutes for him, and he gets himself 2 assists as well. Look, all in all, right, it's the Conference League. I know that after that Legia Warsaw game when 10,000 Chelsea fans didn't show up for the quarterfinal second leg, I think everyone's kind of like, as the season's gone on, it's just, well, we're going to win this, aren't we? We've got to win this, haven't we? And look, Real Betis Fiorentina, it was 2-1 the last time I checked. That is going to be a really, really difficult final, whichever one of those 2 sides it is. But for a semi-final, right, like, this is such an average team that we played against today. Fair play, by the way, to Djurgården's fans because you're 4-1 down, but you're making use of the occasion. It's a bank holiday today in Sweden, so people had the day off. They've probably had a lovely day in the build-up to this, had a load of beverages, whatever you like to do in your spare time. But their fans were amazing. But Chelsea were just levels above, and you can see in the second half, we made all of those changes. 4 substitutions at half-time. Chalobah on, Palmer, Jackson, and flipping Caicedo all coming on the pitch. But I feel as though in the second half, we knew the game was won, which is why, like I'm saying, we got Jackson out there basically to get some nice pictures with the new kit. We got a sponsor for the final 7 games of the season. It's 6 now because, look, we're getting into the final. It's job done in the Conference League. This was too easy. And look, Sancho opened the scoring in the 12th minute. Chelsea getting an early goal is nice. And I think it also kind of deflates Djurgården because it reminds them of the calibre of team they're playing against. Noni Madueke also nearly makes it 2-0 with a lovely clip ball over the top from Reece James. He misses that. But then, in the 43rd minute, Noni Madueke does make it 2-0. Before half-time, to be 2-0 up, Chelsea are absolutely cruising. Then, it's the Nicholas Jackson show for 6 minutes of the game. It's a calamity from the Djurgården defence. Jackson is in, 3-0 Chelsea. We let them back in it. We go 4-0 up. Jackson's 4th. The 4th goal, Jackson's 2nd, is a peach of a finish with his left foot as well. This is the most important thing, really, for me. Nicholas Jackson scoring 2 goals. One with his left foot. It's a big moment for him. But let's move now into the boxes of this 6 things we learnt video. They got a goal back, but it doesn't matter because Enzo Fernandez coming into form at the end of this season. He got 2 assists today, and in the first half, he was absolutely everywhere down this right-hand side for Chelsea. You can see his heat map here, playing in this space here. When Enzo Fernandez is on that right side, he's so much more effective than when we quite often see him playing in these kind of positions here. When he's on that right side, the first instinct, because he's not really got the best left foot, is to look up and spray it and play those passes. And if you see here, when it comes to Fernandez, 4 out of his 5 long balls, 80%, 88% accurate passing. And even though accurate passes doesn't really mean too much in football, to get 2 assists, that is the metric that we're focusing on. Great performance from Enzo. Box number 2, Sancho Madueke. He could have had a couple of goals, but for a great save from the Djurgården goalkeeper, and the finish with his left foot, absolutely brilliant to make it 2-0 to Chelsea just before half-time. And look, I think all in all, the fact that we have got Nicholas Jackson back on the pitch, bagging 2 goals, one with his right, one with his left, is excellent. And between now and the end of the season, right, there's a lot of players here for Chelsea, particularly with Esteval arriving in the summer. Sancho, we've got to buy him now or we pay that fine. But Chelsea looking at left wingers, it's so important that we keep Sancho and Madueke scoring, and Neto when he's playing. Because right now, these Chelsea wingers, they're actually showing up. Noni gets a 7.2 rating, but I thought the finish was great, which is why I've given him a box. Sancho got a 7.6. It was just an all-round comfortable game from Sancho. Moments where I thought he could have done better again. But look, we've won 4-1. We absolutely bloody love it, don't we? Let's move into box number 3. And it is a green for Jadon Sancho. Again, scoring a goal. Right now for Sancho, that's his first goal in this competition this season. I thought he might have actually ended up getting more in this tournament, but he's scoring, Madueke's scoring, Neto's putting in good performances right now. This is great news for Chelsea. All we need right now is people showing up, and we're 5th going into the final flipping 4 games of the season. Box number 4 is Brentford, all right? If there's anything actually, I'm going to argue that this is just as important as the fact that we've actually won 4-1 tonight. Chelsea had going into this weekend with Liverpool at home. If we beat Liverpool, if we can just stay ahead of Nottingham Forest now, we're ahead of Aston Villa. We have it in our hands. This is so key. Chelsea, if we beat Liverpool, we'll go to Newcastle and we'll still be in a Champions League place. It's absolutely huge what Kevin Schade and Johan Wissa have done tonight for Chelsea. It's a big win. Forest lost in the FA Cup semi easily to Man City at the weekend as well, and they've been beaten here at home to Brentford. This is a massive, massive result for Chelsea, so I had to put it in a box here on 6 things we learned. We move back. Box number 5, Nicholas Jackson. I thought as much as Chelsea kind of took their foot off the gas in that second half, I want to speak specifically about the second goal that Jackson scores, because quite often I'm looking at the left foot of Nicholas Jackson and I'm like, does he actually have a left foot? It's a little bit concerning at times on that left side. But all in all, right, it is a huge moment for Nicholas Jackson to score that goal, because we were talking about a player that hadn't scored in so long. Scores the winner against Everton. Now he's got 2 for Chelsea here in this semi-final. I think you need Nicholas Jackson to score in the lead into the end of this season. It's going to be absolutely huge for Chelsea, because we still need to get over the line. And I've said it in the preview to this game, right? Watching that Barcelona 3, Inter Milan 3 game last night, I don't want to be playing Europa or Conference League football again. Chelsea belong in the Champions League. And it seems to me the biggest issue we've got right now is Cole Palmer. Because again, this evening, I think he should have had a couple of goals. The one where he's basically in and then he just forgets to shoot. It's like he froze in front of goal. There was a really tame effort from Cole as well that goes straight at the goalkeeper. But it's just not going for him right now. I thought, again, getting a second half here against a team that were bang average, no disrespect to them. They could have had a few goals, but realistically, like Chelsea, Palmer should have got on the score sheet. He didn't. But we move into box number 6 of the 6 things we learnt video from Chelsea's 4-1 win. Credit to Philip Jorgensen, okay? Because if you take a look at the stats here, He makes 4 saves in this match. Djurgården have 16 shots, more than Chelsea had. Yet we have won this 4-1. 3 big chances for Chelsea, 2 for the home side. But there were some really good saves from Filip Jorgensen out there tonight. And look, we know what's happening when it comes to the goalkeeping position. Rob Sanchez, there's only 4 games left of the season. He's doing well, Sanchez, right now. Touch wood, don't want to speak too soon. But he's doing better. And Filip Jorgensen, he gets the job done tonight. Makes some big saves, big moments, turns up. And look, Chelsea have won 4-1. I think there is a lot of elements of we maybe could have conceded a couple more goals. So defensively, I don't really have anything good to say. I think Achampong playing, I'm delighted with that, but I don't think he was great. Mark Cucurella in the first half, I'm surprised that Maresca flipping took him off, but Achampong moved over to left back. Chalobah came on at right back. Second half, it's just nonchalant defending. Tosin, Badiashile, nothing special from them either. And there was a moment as well that I do want to mention in this game. Reggie Walsh makes his Chelsea debut, 16 years old. And I was saying on the live stream, imagine being 16 and making your Chelsea debut. I feel delighted for the guy, and credit to Maresca for bringing him on. The game's won. The tie's basically won, isn't it? I don't think anyone can say Chelsea aren't going through to the final here. It would be a calamity that we were 4-0 up away and we go out to the team that are 11th in Sweden right now. Take a day off, mate. We're going to reclaw. Chelsea are going to lift another European trophy. Subscribe to the George Benson Football channel. Check out more GBFC. Link down below as well. Thank you guys for watching. Smack a like if you enjoyed yourselves. Come on, you Blues. We did it.